Road conditions are slippery in Transylvania County today. Continuing our live team coverage now, let's go to News 13's John Lee. He's streaming live in Brevard. John, many people trying to dig out of the snow this morning.
That's right, and right now we're standing at the corner of Park Avenue and Morningside Drive, and you can see cars behind me moving very gingerly. This corner here, sort of a microcosm of sort of a tale of two driving conditions. You can see off in that stretch right there, very icy indeed. In fact, photographer Steve and I almost ended up in the ditch to the left there. I can laugh about it now, I suppose, but as Steve described, this weather easy to drive in, but hard to stop in, and that's sort of a key point right there. And you can also see that it almost appears like it's snowing again here in Brevard, but actually that is just a cascade of snow that is falling from the trees constantly, and that just falls right on the roads, which makes it very difficult as well. You can see right here a good 4 to 5 inches of snow. Now that's the real deal, folks. You folks in the upstate don't have anything near to what we're seeing right here in Brevard. I said it's a microcosm of sort of two different driving conditions. Look right over here, and you can see it is very clear over here, but again, you got to watch for those slick spots as the snow falls from above. So right now, at this point, the main roads pretty much very clear, although those secondary roads still an issue, as we have some video from downtown Brevard. Main Street partially closed earlier this morning as crews cleared several inches of snow away. Some businesses, including everything from the hardware store, a realtor, even the toy store, undeterred by the weather. Near downtown, we actually drove up on an accident. The driver saying that because of the conditions, he couldn't stop his car and hit a pole.
I hit the light pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt my wife and a friend of mine in the back seat. They took them to the hospital. It didn't hurt me.
How slick is it out here driving?
It's real slick. It's real bad slick.
And so take Tony Whitmire's word for it. Elsewhere, Purcell and Associates Realty digging out this morning as well, determined to sell some houses today, especially finding a market for northerners who realize this is all a winter walk in the park. Reporting live in Brevard, John Lee. There goes that snow again from the trees. John Lee, News 13.
Well, the snow fell steadily through the night in Haywood County as well. The snowplows really stayed busy clearing the slush and snow off the major highways well into this morning. The Waynesville area got about 3 to 4 inches of snow. It was a very pretty sight for many people as they got out and headed into work, but they had to go slow and be careful. Live team coverage picking back up again right now. People in Transylvania County, they woke up seeing a lot of snow. It blanketed the ground there. Several inches of snow made the driving conditions dicey in a lot of areas there. So let's go back out to News 13's John Lee, streaming live in Brevard. So John, many people are trying to dig out from all the snow this afternoon.
That's right. We're at the corner of Park Avenue and Morningside Drive, and we almost park here out of necessity because you can see right down there how it's pretty slick. And actually, the city has made a couple of passes in just the last 15 minutes or so, and appears to be making a little bit of progress, but certainly still very slick on this drive. In fact, we almost ended up kind of in that ditch right there to the left. Almost had to call Victoria to come help us out. You'd help us, right? Anyway, so right now, I talked to a police officer about an hour ago, and he said that at that point, with temperatures in the 20s, he really wasn't very optimistic at all about conditions getting any better. But with temperatures getting closer to freezing, maybe things are getting a little bit better. You can see out here how slushy things are right here on this street, and then down that road right there looks pretty clear. Indeed, people are getting out and walking and kind of seeing their surroundings here covered in a beautiful white blanket of snow, and many taking advantage of these great conditions to get out and have some fun. As earlier today, we were in downtown Brevard, and a lot of folks, especially at the hardware store, checking out really the hot ticket item there, all things snow related. Of course, yeah, you got your salt, you got your snow, but hey, especially the sleds, folks. So as many folks dig out, many families simply dig in it. What'd you get, ma'am?
I've got a sled for my son. He's 12 years old. We're going to take advantage of this winter weather. Go down some hills, hopefully.
And so Mother Nature making snow, and that family just simply making some memories. Part of Main Street closed earlier this morning as crews cleared that road. Of course, they had a big blanket of snow to remove. County schools, the courthouse, all closed today. So certainly this is a ongoing process. A lot of the snow kind of falling from the tree branches, we've noticed, right onto the roads. And of course, that will refreeze as the day and evening progresses. So that's another thing to look out for. So an ongoing process for the local road crews. Reporting live here in Brevard, John Lee, News 13.